I'll give you a story, Chris. When I was a young producer at a local television station in California, I finally earned enough money to get a decent car besides that piece of junk I had. So I bought a nice BMW. And what I found was during the week when I was dressed like this, not a problem. But on the weekend, when I was wearing a T-shirt and a ball cap, police cars would do what I called the 5-block follow. They'd sidle up behind me, and they'd follow me for 5 blocks while they're running my plates, and then they would veer off. And at first, I didn't notice it, but then I started every weekend it was happening. So
they were tailing you for a while, long enough to do a whales check.
To run my plates, yeah.
You're laughing, Michael. I want to see if there's like a common history here. Have you had that experience?
Gosh, yes. I was in a suit. I mean, I didn't have the running suit on or the T-shirt. I was in a suit coming home, cutting through Rock Creek Park. This park police kind of pulled up behind me, and it was at dusk. It was getting dark, and he followed me all the way out of the park. All the way out of the park. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? What is it? I almost wanted to pull over and just ask him, why are you following me? But I knew that would open up a can of worms that I just didn't need to open, so I just kept the speed limit and drove by the park, and when he left.
How do you moderate yourself or modulate yourself? This is fascinating. Like when you go to a store, and I've heard cases where people follow you if you're African American, they claim like they're being attentive, but they're being attentive in a kind of a nasty way.
Exactly. My father, not unlike Michael, when I was young, taught me, he said, if you end up in a situation with the police or security or whatever, never argue. Just capitulate, because he said there's only 3 results that can happen from that. 1, you go to jail. 2, you go to the hospital. 3, you go to the morgue. And he told me that when I was about like 9 or 10 years old.
We got to continue this conversation, gentlemen, privately and on television. I mean, a lot of people out there. I'll just tell you one thing, and I'm speaking now for all white people, but especially people who have tried to change the last 50 or 60 years. And a lot of them have really tried to change. And I'm sorry for this stuff. That's all I'm saying. Val Nicholas, thank you, and Michael Steele. Thank you, gentlemen, for both being colleagues of mine. We'll be right back after this.